Hello friends, welcome back to Automation Testing Insider.com. This is Selenium Webdriver Part 63, and today we are going to talk about page object model design pattern using page factory. And in the last video we talked about page object model using basic approach. Okay, so let me just recap what we have done so far. So in the previous video we talked about what is page object model, and we have seen how a page object model structure looks, and we have compared with non-page object model structure, and later on we discussed about different page object model advantages, and we have seen at last the page object model implementation using basic approach. So these are the different steps we have followed in the last video. And regarding the notes and source code of previous session, already I have posted on my blog. So if you navigate automationtestinginsider.com, you can find on this home tab, this is the latest topic we have discussed, introduction to page object model, or instead you can navigate to this Selenium tutorial, and here I have listed on all the topics. So here you can see, so just navigate to this introduction to page object model, and here you'll get the notes and source code of the previous session which we have the programs which we have created. This is for login page, and this is login page test class. Okay. Now let's come back to today's topic, which is page object model design pattern. We'll design the page object model using page factory. Okay. So what is page factory? So page factory, basically it's a class in Selenium, and it's an extension to the page object design pattern. So we have seen the page object model, the basic approach last time. So this is an extension of that page object model. It is used to initialize the web elements of the page, and it is used to initialize web elements of a page class without having to use find element and find elements. So last time we have used find element method. So this time to find the element on web page, so this time we are not going to use that. Instead we are going to use @find by annotation, and these are the different steps which we are going to follow. So in addition to the last time, which we are going to add a base class this time around. Okay, so steps to be followed to create base class. So first of all, we need to initialize the WebDriver and open the application. So we'll have couple of methods over there to open the application, or you can say setup method, and to close the browser. Okay, and you can have some more common methods as well in this base class. Okay, so we'll discuss about base class later on, more about base class when we construct the framework. So for now I think this should be fine, and these are the steps to be followed to create page class. Okay, so create a Java class for every page in the application, and in each class declare all the web elements as variable using @find by annotation. Okay, so we'll find all the elements using @find by annotation, and implement corresponding methods acting on the variables. So we are going to create user action methods in page class, in every page class. Whatever navigation we are going to perform on particular page, we are going to write the method in the form of methods. Okay, add constructor to initialize the web elements using init elements method. So to initialize a current class object, we are going to use constructor, and we are going to use init element method. So this is an interview question. Probably they might, generally the interviewer might ask at the time of interview that what is the method to initialize the web elements in page factory method. Okay, so we have this init elements method. Now these are the steps to be followed to create test cases. Create an object of page layer class and pass the driver instance. Okay, and using the object, call the method from page class layer, and repeat steps 3 until all the actions are performed, and at the end close the browser. So anyways, we'll close the browser from base class, and we'll change little bit over here, some steps. Okay, so do not worry about that. I'll write the complete steps in my blog once we are done with our program. And this base class will be the super class, and these two classes like page class and whatever test class we are going to write will be the child classes of this base class. Okay, so let's come back to this Eclipse, and here I'll create new project. I'll select Maven project and create a simple project. Click on next. I'll write POM page factory. Select this. I'll have artifact ID as group ID. So click on finish. So the project will be created here, and 1 second, now it is created. We have this pom.xml, and what I'll do from previous class, I'll use the dependencies to download jar files, TestNG and Selenium Java jar files. So if you are new to Maven, then you can refer my previous videos related to Maven. I have created already couple of videos on Maven. And just do Control S. We can close the previous POM, and yeah. So here you can see building workspace. So this is done. Yeah. Now what I'll do, I'll create few packages over here. So first of all, I'll create com dot orange hrm dot base package. So to create the base class inside this package, I'll create this com.orangehrm.base package, and here itself I'll create one more package, pages. So we'll have all our pages in this package. Okay, and here we have for test script we have separate folder src test java. Okay, so here I'll create for test cases, I'll create one package, test cases. So guys, already always have test cases related to, I mean, package and classes in this src test java related to test script. Okay. And in this main package we have base class and pages class. Okay, so let me create base class now. So always select this generate comments checkbox. So here you can get the comment, and you can write whoever you can see default it is coming my, I mean it is showing my name. So I'm the author of this class. So here you can see you can update and you can add comments as well. Now what I'll do, I'll have couple of methods over here. Public void setup method to launch the browser, and I'll have another method, public void tear down, so that it will be executed every time when we open the browser. That will be executed using this base class. So instead of writing in the test classes, okay, we'll write setup method and tear down method in base class, because this is common for all the test methods or test classes. Okay, and what I'll do, I'll have setup method from previous class. I'll copy few lines of code from here, and I'll put it over here inside this setup method. We don't need this and here we have to declare public webdriver and driver. So everything is fine. This is my URL. To just launch the browser, we have set the property of Chrome driver, and using this, and guys, here you can write if else condition as well, and we can pass the particular driver or browser. Okay, but right now I'm using only Chrome browser, so that's why I have created the instance of this Chrome driver only, object of Chrome driver. And this is to maximize the window, and this is to navigate the URL. So this is my setup method, and I'll add annotation before method. So before every test method it will execute. And we have to import before method org.testng.annotations, and this would be my after method, and here I'll write driver dot close. So my base class is done, and yeah, this is done for now. Now let's have a look what is happening. Yeah, we don't need this one, so that's why it is giving error. Now it is fine. Now I'll create some pages over here. So let's create login page inside this com.orangehrm.pages. Okay, so login page is the first page, and we'll have a couple of more pages. Let's say home page, and I'll have one more page. So let me show you first how we are going to navigate and how we are going to perform testing today. So demo websites, and we have this orange HRM application, this one, where it is, this one, just click on that, and so this will be my first page, login page, which we have created, login page. And once we log in into the application, we land on this home page. So this will be the second page, and now let's click on this one, admin tab. So we'll have this system users page. Okay, so simply I copy this system user, so this will be the third page. So let's create 3 pages over here in this pages package. So third uh, class will be system users page. Now let's write inside this login page. Now we are going to use @find by annotation to write the locators. Okay, web elements. So find by, and inside this, so we have different locators like id, name, or let me just log out first. Id, name, class name, class name, and xpath. So here we have to write the particular locator. So let's say id. Let me just inspect this username. So no need to write driver dot find element like that, so simply we'll inspect this, and here we have id txt username. So put txt username here, and here we have to write web element, and we'll give this particular web element some name. Okay, so what will give? User name. So like this. So you can keep the entire things in one line, otherwise you can divide in 2 lines. Okay, so web element username, sorry, username. So this is how you can write using find by annotation, and simply we need to put you need to have this web element and perform different actions. So I'll show you. So similarly write for password as well. So we have let's say this time name, so we can, instead of id, I'll write name over here, and I'll put text password, and here I'll write password. And let's have one more for a login button. So we have this id, or let's take the XPath, right click and copy as XPath. So this is how you can write, you can get the XPath, or you can manually write, because already we have id as unique locator. So you can write XPath like this. So just for time being I'm writing like this, I'm copying this XPath and I'll put it over here, and instead of name this would be XPath, this would be my XPath, and here I'll write button login button like this. And let's have one more web element. Last time we have validated this orange HRM logo, so this time also let's say copy as XPath like this. So I'll copy simply this XPath and I'll put it over here. This is done, and here I'll put logo. So I have 4 web elements on this login page. So similarly you can write some other web elements as well. This for this partial link, this hyperlink as well you can write. So whatever web elements are there, you can write locators web elements for that particular web page. Now what is the next step? Create a Java class for every page in the application, and yeah, this is also done. We have declared all the web elements as using find by. Implement corresponding methods acting on the variable. So here we'll write some methods. So public void, let's say validate logo. So how to validate that logo? So here we have web element. So simply copy here the element, and what we want to perform here is displayed, whether it is displayed or not. So like this we can give, and here you'll put return statement, return true. If that is displayed, then we'll return, we need to change the method return type to boolean. Okay, so this method will return boolean value true or false based on whether this image is displayed or not. So this is first method, and similarly we can write another method as well. Let's say login method. And how to write login method? We have username, simply put username dot send keys. So directly we'll perform send keys operation. We'll write admin. We have password dot send keys, send keys, and here I'll write admin123 is the password, and last is login button dot click. We need to perform click operation. So in that user will be logged in into the application. Now what will happen when we log in into the application? So user will land on home page. So what we'll do, will return the object of home page, because when we click on login, user will land on home page. So this method will return the object of home page. So new home page. So we can write like this, and yeah, here return statement, return home page, and this will return type to home page. So we have to change the login method return type to home page. So I'll explain like why I have returning this home page object over here, because this is page object model is also called a page chaining model. So why we are calling page chaining model, I'll show you. So this is done, and lastly what we need to do, add constructor to initialize the web elements using init elements method. So we need to initialize all these web elements. So for that we need to have constructor. So constructor have same name as class name. So we'll use this let's have public login page. Inside that, in this constructor, what we are going to do, so we have page factory class dot init elements. So here we have init elements, and this factory will pass driver here, and yeah, so and this, one second guys, and here it should be yes, sorry, this. And as I have discussed earlier, uh, page class and test class will extend base class. So simply I'll write extends keyword here and base class, because we are going to use the properties from base class. We are going to use this driver object, so that's why I have extended base class. So all the common properties and methods will be there in this base class. Now this is done. My home page, login page is done. Now let's write home page. And home page, what we are going to write, what we are going to perform, admin 123. So click on login. So in this home page, what we are going to perform, we need to just click on this admin tab. Okay, admin tab. So let me just inspect this. So copy and XPath, control F. This is how we can get the XPath of this admin. Okay, admin tab, and here I will write @find by, and inside this XPath, similar to what we have written for login page. Okay, and here I'll write web element. What is this? Admin tab. Fine. And now what we are going to perform here, we need to just click on this admin tab, and this page should appear, this system users page. So we are going to perform one action here. So I'll write public void click on admin tab. So this is what we are going to perform on home page. And what I'll write here, admin tab dot click, and this method will return now system users page object, because we'll land on this system users page. Okay, on this page we are going to land, so that's why we are going to use we are going to return system users page object like this, and yeah, with new keyword. And here what happened, yeah, return type we have to change it to system users page. Now I'll explain like what is the usage of this. So guys, we have three pages for now. We have this login page. Let's write login over here, login page. We have home page and system users page. This is home page and this is system users page. So when we enter username and password, and when we click on login button, then we'll land on this home page. So in that method we have written the object of home page, because we are landing on this home page. So we'll return the landing page object. Okay, object. So that's why we have written this this method like this, this login page login method. Okay, here we are returning home page object. Similarly, when we click on this that admin tab, so we'll return the object of, because we are going to land on the system users page, so we'll return the object of system users page. And I'll show you while creating the test classes, we no need to create the object of this home page and this system users. test classes. Okay, so that is the benefit of having this is also called page chaining model, to return the object of landing page. So we'll understand better when we create the test class. So right now our home page is also almost done. So here I'll create public void, not void, public home page, and yeah, this is the constructor to initialize the web elements. So we have init elements. Here also I'll pass driver, and this class, this home page class, also extends base class. So all the page classes will extend base class, so that we can access the properties from base class. So instead of this, that one, we can write this. Instead of this, you can write base class dot class as well, like this class. Okay, because this is referred to this current class. So instead of this one, you can write this. So this is, these two are done, login page and home page. Let's keep this system users page as it is. Now we are going to write some test cases. So I'll write login page test and click on finish. I'll write one more class over here, home page test. Now login page test, we are going to perform one test to validate the logo. So what we are going to write, public void verify logo, that orange HRM logo. So how to verify that? Now here we need the login page reference variable, login page, so that we can call login page reference variable. Okay, so we have to import login page from com.orange.hrm.pages. Why I kept this one, and here will extends base class as well, so we can write the we can have all the properties from base class. Okay, and here we'll write login page dot, we'll call that login method. Okay, so this is my login page, and this will return home page object. So here I'll have home page object as well, a reference variable of home page class. Okay, and we need to import home page also. Second, guys. So this is done. Now sorry, we need no need to log in this yeah, no need to write like this, because we are verifying only logo. So here we'll write login page dot, we have validate logo method, right, in home login page class. So simply we'll call that validate logo method, and here we'll assert true, and this will return me boolean value. So I'll store in boolean variable, boolean, let's say flag, and I'll use this flag over here. So this is my first test case. Import test from org testng.annotation. So this is my first test, and second test, similarly we can write public void, let's say login test. We are going to log in into the application. So how to log in? And here we'll use login page object dot login method, and this will return the object of this home page, this one which we have written here. And Now what we are going to do, we'll put some assert statement, assert dot assert equals, and before that let me write some. So what would be my actual and expected? Okay, so let's say expected URL. So what would be my expected URL? That 1 second, I'll show you. So when we log in into the application, this would be my expected URL, homepage URL. Okay, so this would be my expected URL. And what would be the string actual URL? What would be the expected actual driver dot get current URL? So this would be my actual URL, and here I'll copy paste actual and expected URL. So this is how we can do for login test. We can put assert like this. So this is done, login page test. And if you see here, create an object of page layer class to pass the driver instance. So here we have only created the reference variable. So since we are using this base class, so I'll create the object of login page class here, login page, because we are using to this, this setup method every time. So I'll use the login page object over here. New login page, we'll create the object like this and put it in login page like this, and here I'll give public login page like this. Okay, so here we have created the object of login page, and we'll use this login page reference variable in our login page test like this. I think this is not required here, only we need this home page. So yeah, because directly we are getting it from base class, so we can comment this one. Now this is done, this login page test is done. We'll write some test here, one more test, the test public void, let's say click on admin tab test. We are going to click on that admin tab, so we need home page object. Okay, so here we'll write home page. So we need to click we need login page as well, login page object. So simply I'll write login page dot, it is not coming, this will extends base class as well. So all the test classes like this login test extends this base class, so similarly home page also extend base class. And here we'll use login page dot, we have login method, right? Because we need to log in into the application first, and this will return home page object. So we can write like this home page, and later on using this home page object, what we'll do, we'll call, because this method will return home page object, so simply we have this reference of this home page object and home page class object. Okay, and here simply we need to call, click on admin tab method. So this is done. Now here we'll insert assert, so simply just copy this and put it over here. We need to just change the URL. So once we get into this admin tab, when we click on this admin tab, this URL should be returned. So we'll keep this URL over here, and this will get the current URL. Everything is fine now. I think all are done. Here no need for this. We need to just create the object of this. Reference of homepage class. So one test case we have in this homepage test, and couple of test cases in this login page test. No need of this one. We can remove this. So I think all done. And there is nothing in this system users page. Now come back to base class. So we have created the object of login page here, and we have this reference variable, and we can do one more thing in login page. We can here these are hard coded, so we can write like this: username and string password. So we'll pass, instead of this one we can pass name here and password as well, like this. Now I think everything is done. Let me just run what we can do, but some errors are coming. Why? Acha, we need to pass username admin here and admin 123. Yeah, and one more from here as well. So login admin and admin 123. Now everything is ready. So what I'll do now, I'll add, after clicking on that admin tab, when we click on that admin tab, I'll put some wait so that it should not throw any exception. Thread dot sleep, I'll put let's say 2 seconds of wait over here, and we need to add throws declaration. And what I'll do, I'll add a priority to my test cases. So here I'll give like priority 1, and here I'll give priority 2, and in this home page test I'll give priority, let's say 3. Okay, and everything is ready. Now let me just recap what we have done so far. So in base class we have created couple of methods: setup method to launch the browser, and we have tear down method. So we have given annotation before method and after method. Okay, so every time this browser will be launched, and just make sure that here we have created the object of login page, because firstly we'll launch the browser and we'll return the object of login page. Okay, and later on no need to create the object of other pages, because we are navigating from one page to another page, and we'll return the object of home page. And similarly, when we return navigate to the system users, we'll return the object of system users page. So this is my page base class, and this is home page. For that, this is the login page. Here we have listed down, we got all the web elements. We have located all the web elements using find by locator at the rate find by annotation. Okay, and we have used a constructor to initialize the web elements of this class, and we have couple of methods here: validate, logo, and login method. Okay, so exactly we followed all these steps here. So only thing is that create an object of page layer class. So instead of this, we have created the object of login page in base class. Okay, so I'll validate this, and I'll put in my blog. Okay, I'll correct this. Okay, and the next one is we have test classes. Okay, system users page we haven't done anything, and we have couple of test classes. We have login page test and home page test. Okay, so we have 2 test cases here and 1 test case here. Now we'll write one sweet file. So how to write? You just select all the test classes. So we have couple of test classes, and right click, and we have this TestNG, convert to TestNG. Here our suite file is created, and we have suite name as suite, test name I'll keep it as test only, and click on finish. So here our testng.xml got created, and simply I need to just run this. Okay, right click, run as testng suite. So let's see what happens, whether our test cases will be executed successfully or not. We have to check that. So browser is launched, so the first test case will be executed. I think this logo test got executed. Now this is the second one. It will enter username and password and click on login button, and similarly the third test case will be executed. It will enter username and password, click on login button, and then it will click on that admin tab. So this system users page will open. So this is how you can implement page object model using page factory. So here you can see our test cases got executed, all the tests are passed. So do not worry guys, I'll put the source code in my blog. Okay, so I think we have covered everything today, all these steps, and in my blog I'll write in a proper way all these steps. Okay, so thank you for watching, have a nice day, bye bye.